Did you know that one of the most prosperous centers of African-American enterprises in the early 20th century was not in a major city like New York or Chicago, but in Tulsa, Oklahoma? The district of Greenwood, established by enterprising African-American entrepreneurs, was a shining beacon of economic success. From banks to hotels, from cafes to clothiers, and even movie theaters, Greenwood was a bustling hub of business. This wasn't just a district. It was a symbol, a source of pride within the African-American community. It was a tangible testament to the resilience, ambition, and entrepreneurial spirit of its residents. These were not just businesses. They were dreams materialized, ambitions realized, and hopes kindled for a prosperous future. Greenwood was more than a district. It was a vibrant community, a flourishing economy, and an embodiment of African-American success. The vitality and financial success of Greenwood rivaled Wall Street in New York City, earning it the nickname the Black Wall Street. However, the prosperity of the Black Wall Street was cut short by one of the worst incidents of racial violence in U.S. history. The peaceful hum of everyday life in Greenwood was shattered on the fateful day of May 31st, 1921. A sensationalized news story about a young black man accused of assaulting a white woman served as the spark that ignited a firestorm of violence. Emotions ran high and tensions escalated quickly. The thriving business district, once bustling with cafes, hotels, banks, and theaters, was suddenly under siege. An enraged white mob descended upon Greenwood, their hearts filled with fear and prejudice. The streets of Black Wall Street, which had once echoed with the sounds of laughter, friendly banter, and the clink of coins, now resonated with the terrifying cacophony of chaos and destruction. Homes and businesses that had been built with sweat, determination, and a dream for a better future were looted and set ablaze. The inferno consumed everything in its path, leaving behind a scarred landscape of smoldering ruins and shattered dreams. The mob's fury was not only directed at the buildings, but also at the people who had dared to dream and build a prosperous life for themselves. It's estimated that hundreds of African Americans lost their lives in this horrific incident. Thousands were left homeless, their lives turned upside down in a matter of hours. The thriving district, once a beacon of African American economic success, was reduced to ashes. The community was left to mourn their losses and deal with the overwhelming devastation. In the wake of the massacre, Greenwood was a ghost of its former self. The echoes of prosperity were silenced, replaced by the haunting whispers of what was once the vibrant heart of the African American community in Tulsa. In a span of just 24 hours, the thriving Black Wall Street was reduced to ashes. Yet the spirit of resilience and determination that had once led to the creation of this prosperous district would not be extinguished. Amidst the ashes and ruins, the seeds of rebirth were sown, setting the stage for the next chapter in the saga of Black Wall Street. Despite the devastation, the residents of Greenwood did not let the massacre define them. Rising from the ashes, they showed a remarkable resilience and determination to rebuild their community. Brick by brick, they worked to restore what had been lost. Once again, Greenwood started to buzz with the hum of entrepreneurial energy, yet the journey was far from easy. Systemic racism was a formidable adversary, throwing up roadblocks at every turn. Segregation policies, both official and unofficial, constrained their opportunities, keeping them confined within a limited sphere. These policies choked the life out of the burgeoning Greenwood economy, denying it the chance to flourish as it once had. And then came the urban renewal projects of the mid-20th century, promising progress and prosperity. But for Greenwood, these promises proved hollow. The renewal projects were nothing more than a thinly veiled attempt to displace the African American residents and claim their land. Under the guise of development, the city tore down homes, businesses, and community centers, further fragmenting the Greenwood community. But through all these trials and tribulations, the spirit of Greenwood remained unbroken. The entrepreneurial spirit that had once made it a beacon of African American success refused to be extinguished. Even in the face of adversity, the residents of Greenwood continued to find ways to thrive, to innovate, to create. Their resilience served as an inspiring testament to their indomitable spirit. In recent years, there's been a renewed interest in the history of Greenwood and the legacy of Black Wall Street. Efforts are being made to preserve this history and honor the memory of those affected by the Tulsa Race Massacre. Education, commemoration, and reconciliation have become the guiding principles in this endeavor. The story of Black Wall Street serves as both a testament to African American entrepreneurship and a stark reminder of the impact of racial violence and discrimination. It underscores the importance of acknowledging our past, learning from it, and striving to create a more equitable future. Today, the memory of Black Wall Street and those affected by the Tulsa Race Massacre is being preserved and honored. A resurgence of interest in Greenwood's history has spurred efforts towards education and commemoration. The story of this prosperous district is echoed in classrooms, documentaries, and public discussions, fueling a drive for reconciliation. As we remember the Black Wall Street, we are reminded of the strength and resilience of African-American entrepreneurs and the importance of recognizing and confronting the injustices of the past.